Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Bella. So guys, today also we're gonna do some creative clay art. As you can see over here, that's the design that we did yesterday, the Zentangle design on clay. It sounds interesting, isn't it? I love Zentangle drawing. Then I thought, how are we gonna put that on my clay art? And here we go. It was so great. Let me see if I can give you a closer look, guys. We haven't baked them yet. We could bake a lana hair. You can say my So we haven't baked them yet, guys. We're gonna do with today's project. So this is our yesterday's one. It's so cool, huh? So this is gonna be my candy line, which means the little sweet candy. Alrighty, let's get started. Today I'm gonna do something similar but using two different colors. So for this project we used white and two shades of pink. Today I'm gonna use white and purple and blue. When I'm doing purple and blue, I do have a darker shade of these two colors as well, which gonna be, this is lilac, the light purple, and the darker shades of those two purple colors. And of course, white. So these are the 5 colors that we're gonna use today. Let's begin and see how we're gonna go step by step. And if you are a beginner to polymer clay, don't worry. These designs looks complex on the clay, but I'll show you how you get to this point step by step. So Bella's live streamings are almost like tutorials. They are tutorial based streams. I can't speak today, guys. So these tutorials, if you follow the tutorials, you will know how we're gonna get these patterns on our clay. Wonderful. Shall we all double tap the screen, guys, before we start? And if you're new to my channel, Bella, don't forget to click on the bell icon to stay connected with me. So to begin with, I'll start with the clay stack. With the clay stack, we get these kind of stripes. And I'll show you how we're going to do this. So let me cut a kind of a small rectangle. Also, guys, get down to the chat and tell me who you are, which country you're joining from. Let's get to know each other. Usually I don't do measurements, but I thought, okay, let me try today. I always play by ear. What I do before I move here, I will condition this again so we can continue our project without break. Kept it ready. Keep it ready. Wonderful. That's ready to go with the next one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my lilac, the lighter shade of purple. And I'm going to use the blue color one as a measurement. Cut the edges. Same thing, I'll condition this before we go to the next step. So it will be ready for our next project. Okay, here we go. Now we have purple and blue. So the next color I'm going to use is the darker shade of, actually white color. Oopsie. Accidentally hit on my finger. You can see me. Let's get a white color. This way. So I'm using my clay patch as a measurement out to the blue color. Which way? Maybe this one. So I put the purple color on the right side. Hi, Polaya, komada. Ada dasa komada වැඩද? Here we go, we have 3 colors layered here, guys. White, light purple, and light blue. What I'm going to do next is get my dark shade. Shall we all double tap the screen, guys, if you are enjoying what Bella's trying to do and Bella's doing? What we are doing here is creating a clay stack for our project. So we are using 3 colors, white, blue and purple. In saying so, I'm using 2 shades of blue and 2 shades of purple. And all together, that's going to be 5 colors. That doesn't cut through. Okay, එකම size එකට කපා ගන්න ඕන. Now we have 4 layers. And I'm going to use the darker blue here. What I do, I'll condition this one and not condition, like can I run this through the customization to keep it ready for our next step, so we can continue our project without any distractions. So the next color gonna be the dark shade of the blue. In saying so, they are not a darker shade, just a shade up from our lighter color, as I want to stay with the lighter color scheme. මට ඕන මේ ලව් පාට කලර්ස් එකත් එක්ක වැඩ කරන්න. ඒක නිසා මම තද පාට ගන්නෙ නැහැ. මේ කලර්ස් වල ෂේඩ්ස් ගන්නෙද්දී චුට්ටික් ඩාර්ක් කරලා ලයිට් කරලා ගන්නවා මිසක් ගොඩාක් තද පාට ගන්නෙ නැහැ. මොකද මගේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක යන්නේ ස්වීට් කැන්ඩි කියන theme එක යටතේ මේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක යන්නේ this one and this. Oh, stay there. Alright, we got our darkest shade of the blue. It's similar but slightly darker. estimation. It comes to the end. It's giving that quick eyes. Okay, so we have 5 stacks layers, and we're gonna do our last one is a white color again. Leave it like that. Wonderful. Alrighty guys, as you can see there are 6 layers, 2 white colors and 2 blue, but one is lighter and one is slightly darker to the kind of level up, and the same the purple. And what I'm gonna do before I cut this, I'm gonna kind of trim the edges, make sure they all are in one line. When I'm doing this, these kind of straps, I don't throw them. I'll keep it or save it for our future projects. Maybe we can use it for this project as well. Make a මෙහෙම edges ටික කපා ගන්න. මොකද අපිට crisp edges එකක් තියෙනවා නම් අපේ project එක ලස්සනට එනවා. Measurements යාගෙන measurements වලට නැතිව කපනවා බැලලා. Alrighty. The last one, this side. And again, I'm going to save these scraps for my future projects. They're really beautiful. You can use them for earrings or something like that. Hi, Savishka. Comment the Supunaya. Alrighty guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to chop this into half. I really don't like using the measurements, to be honest. That's that and that's the middle. I think it's the middle, but it seems like I didn't cut in the middle. So we chop that in the middle. And when we are layering, I layer them like that. Let's go the other way, because this side is flat. See, Bella didn't do a good job. It's not centered. So I need to kind of trim the edges to make sure they're all in one. Alrighty, this little marshmallow, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna give it another cut in the half. Oh, shall we use this as it is? Maybe I'm gonna cut this again in half. Let's do it, yeah. Like that. Alrighty. So as you can see, there's little gaps in between the layers. So simply press them. I'm gonna create a cane using this one. Kind of make a square. If you have a tile, use your tile. I do have one, but it's sticky, so I'm using my hands. It really looks like a marshmallow. So guys, if you just join, you might think what Bella's doing. We are creating a Zentangle clay cane. I'll show you my yesterday's project. It's going to be something similar to this. Once we create that one, going to be something similar to this, but here we are using different colors. It's almost 5 colors here. If you are enjoying what I'm doing, shall we all double tap the screen, guys? And also, if you're new to my channel better, don't forget to click on the bell icon for more interesting projects. Alrighty, this is getting soft because we condition it multiple times, we layered it, we cut it. So as you can see the edges, it's kind of distorting. For my project, I need a kind of a hard clay block. So what I'm going to do, guys, put this in the freezer for 10 to 15 minutes. That's a tip. If your clay is too soft to work with, put your clay block in the freezer until it's hardened to this point that you are able to work with that. So what I'll do, I'll quickly go and put this in the freezer. You guys stay there, watch the clock. I might take only 30 seconds. Then once I'm back, we're gonna create a different design, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do the teardrop skinner blend using all these colors. So if you don't know what's a teardrop skinner blend, you stay here until I'll be back. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, we're gonna use these colors and do the skinner blend. In saying so, I actually don't need to use the lighter colors. I'll tell you why. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some portion of my dark colors. It's okay if it's the same quantity, if not, that's also okay. And I need white. So what I'm going to do first is create a ball. Same, create a little ball. I hope you guys can see my work. That's good. Let me know. And let's get some white and create a little ball with that as well. Hi, Nanajit, Kamada. Alrighty, now we're going to turn this little ball into a teardrop. Just leave it like that and use your finger. Roll only one corner. And here is your teardrop. Get your ball. Roll only the one corner. Ta-ta. And the same here. And I'm gonna give it a little squish and flatten it. Alrighty, here's our teardrops. You can see my... Okay, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna keep them on the layers in a pattern like this. So this side down, this side up, and again this side gonna be down. Same, so this is not long enough, so I'm gonna stretch it a little bit until it gets to the corner point. Hello, how are we today? get trash. Sorry, I can't see your full name. I set up my camera focus in this end, guys, so I barely can see the messages. Let me read your name. Get trash. Can you put your name down there if you don't mind? Alrighty, here we go. We got our teardrops like kind of layered, and get your rolling pin and give it a little roll until they all combine. And what we're going to do is put this to the pasta machine. If you don't have a pasta machine, use your rolling pin. It takes time, but it gives the same effect. So I'm going to put this one on my pasta machine. Here's a little bit of pink clay. Where did it came from? Let's take that one off. And I'm going to put this to the pasta machine in the medium setting. That's how it's came through. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it, not this way, remember? We're folding it this way. Color on the color. Color on the color. Hello, Sherry. How are we today? See, it's a color on the color. Then we're going to put this to the pasta machine again. If you don't have a pasta machine, use your roller. That's going to be okay. So, if you see the air bubbles like that, don't ignore it. Get your tissue blade, give it a little cut, and give a little tap. And take that bad guys off. Okay. So we fold it color on color. Run this to the pasta machine again. So we need to follow this step few more times until the colors blend. That's what I mentioned. We might not need the lighter version of these colors because once the colors blend, it's automatically gives us the lighter version of those colors. Here we go. My pasta machine gives me troubles. It sometimes automatically drops to the 0 settings. Here we go. We bend it color on color. Another tip from me to you guys, when you bend your clay and put this to the pasta machine, put this bent side down, then it helps you to remove all the air bubbles. Here we go. We need to follow this step a few more times as I mentioned. As you can see, colors start blending. This is, see, it starts blending. This is called, this technique I'm using, it's called a teardrop skinner blend. There are a few other skinner blend. Simon Skinner blend. If you don't know what are those Skinner blends, I have done one streaming about Skinner blends. You can watch that, or else I'll do another one in coming weeks. Hi Rasikaka, Komele Banyaka. Here we go. මෙසේජස් පේන්නේ සයිඩ් එකට වණියක first let us take a pen off. පස්සේ තමයි මම ඉතින් බලන්න ඕන full message එක කියවන්න. Okay guys, we need to run this through the machine few more times. As you can see, rather it's grow this way, it's grow wider. Then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna fix it. Simply roll your clay. So if you're watching Bella's tutorials, live streams, you will get lots of tips and tricks, guys, because most of them I learned through my mistakes. And I like to share that with you guys so you don't have to do those mistakes to learn it. එමයි හදපේම තම බේක් කරලා නැහැ. අද ඒවත් එක්කම එකට බේක් කරනවා. Alrighty guys, we kind of creating a little snake using this one. And since I need to kind of blend it a bit more time. Hi Tracy, how are we today? You're from UK. Here me Bella in Sydney. Is that the morning for you? So what we're going to do next, guys, we're going to push the clay and shrink it. When you're shrinking it, do it kind of in a pyramid shape, like that. The reason is when you're putting this through the pasta machine, easy to put through this way. Ta-da! Say, so I'm going to put this through the pasta machine. Now you can see the colors blending well. And color on color, you can see the shades coming properly. So let's run this through the pasta machine a few more times, guys. Even though it's take time, it's worth doing it, right? It's because sometimes we need to be and rush, but processes has its own time, isn't it? Mama had it. Classic ideas. Alright, let's keep doing it for a few more times, guys. I'm kind of happy how the shades came through, but I'll do a couple of more times. One more time. You know that everybody again මොනවද යන්නේ? What's for lunch? Alrighty, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fold this. Hi Tracy, it's 9 a.m. This is such a pretty work. Thank you for the tutorials. It's my pleasure, Tracy. I always like to share things that I know with others. Sharing is caring, but only thing you don't have to share is germs. And I'll show you in a minute yesterday's project, guys. This is the Zentangle designs on the clay. We're going to do something similar but using different colors and different designs. This one hasn't baked yet. Another. Karawala telgala sambala yummy. Sambolai karawala nice. Alrighty, so now I'm folding this like a pancake, you know. Then what I'm gonna do, give it a little press to make sure there's no air bubbles. Air bubbles are our enemy. See, the bad guy. So if you see any air bubbles, just get your tissue blade, give it a little cut and press it. That's how you're gonna get rid of air bubbles. Don't ignore the air bubbles, guys. Make sure you get rid of them before you move to the next step. you guys, run this to the pasta machine, but not this way. Let's put this way because I need a long stripe. Here we go. It's getting longer, but the thickness, as you can see, it's a little bit thick. I need a thinner setting. Before I set it, there are a few air bubbles I can see. Make sure, get rid of those air bubbles. Give it a little cut and press it. Alrighty, now I'm going to run this to the machine again in a thinner setting millimeter. Again, Aisha. Rasika Alrighty, I'm going to run this to the machine again in a thinner setting. As I mentioned, my pasta machine has some issues. It gives me trouble this time. It's automatically dropping to the 0 settings, which is very annoying. I think I need to replace my pasta machine soon. Alrighty. It's ruined my work, but I think I can save it somehow. It's got stuck on my machine, unfortunately. Let me see what I can do. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna roll this, but as you can see, hi Louise, how are we today? Not really, it's not hard, but it has few steps, Louise, but only thing is you got to follow the steps. Unfortunately, what happened here for me is my pasta machine kind of thing, it's broke. It automatically drops to the 0 settings, and this is what happened. It's ruined my clay game, but I'm gonna save it. So it's a good example. I can show you how we're gonna save it. Luckily, it's still usable. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna roll from the blue color end, roll it gently, press it slightly when you roll. As you can see, our clay came kind of ripped, so that's gonna be lots of air bubbles. To get rid of it, you need to kind of roll it properly. Yeah, crazy things happens, but troubleshooting, problem solving, and that's what we are doing here. So we roll it slowly, gently, and I can save the design. That's the beauty of this clay art, guys. Whatever happen, you can pivot it and create something new. Here we go. We're slowly rolling it. And here I'm pressing while I'm rolling Usually I don't press while I'm rolling. The reason I'm pressing here is this clay is so thin and it's ripples, like, you know. I need to get rid of those things. I just press it as I roll. Here we go. We're nearly there. And yes, we did it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a little push and a roll and cut off the excess. Don't throw these things, you can save it for your next project. Can you see? It's beautiful. We saved it. And now we're going to give it a little roll until we get into the right length. As you can see, there's little bit gaps, air bubbles. So I slightly press them to make sure they disappear and give it a quick roll. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm put this in the freezer again because the clay is getting soft. I can't work with very soft clay, especially when we are making a cake like this. So I'll put this in the freezer to rest it for 10 to 15 minutes. Once I'm back, we'll continue with this project. It's the same project, different techniques, different tools that we're using, and we're going to use the extruder. Hi Kitty Mama, කොහොමද කොහමද? අතන ඉන්න ඉක්මනට මේක දාලා එන්න fridge එකට. Guys, don't go anywhere. Just watch the clock. Alrighty, we are back. So I'm gonna change my glass because as you can see, I do have white. No, sorry, it's blue clay. There's I don't want to see them mixed with other colors. So make sure you change your glass if you are using lighter colors. If the colors blend, unfortunately you can't fix it. So it's better to avoid the mixing rather fixing. Alrighty, what we need for this step is our extruder and also our circle clay cutter. Kita mana වැඩද කොහොමද ජීවිතේ? සැපේ නේද? Alrighty. Check my pasta machine again. See, the clay is stuck in there. Okay, we good this time. I need a little thinner setting of this one, so I'm gonna run this to the machine. I think it's that's gonna be good for me this time. Okay. Let's cut the extruder off. Alrighty, what we're gonna do next is we are cutting tiny little circles for our next step. If you already see me using the extruder, you know this step. Extruder, it's a kind of a barrel cylinder shape. So the clay pieces that you are inserting it has to have the same shape. So when I'm mixing the colors, it's easy if I cut them in circles. So here we go. We are cutting the little circles to create a pattern. Right. That's that. It's our blue color. I have a little bit left over, save it. And let's do the same using the lighter blue. So the lighter blue and the darker blue, you can't see much different, but it looks good when it's mixed and blend. That's gonna be enough for that one too, because I needed light, tiny bit of blue color for our next step as well. Save this one for the next step and move to the purple. Cutting some circles to get our pattern ready. Once we finish the lighter purple, we are doing the darker color. Then after, we're gonna cut some dots from white color as well. I think that's gonna be enough for this one. Save this one for the next step, and let's go with the dark blue. Oh, goodness, it's purple. few more dots. Right toe. Then the lucky last, we're going to move to white color. We got only few left. From that, let's get our white color. Here we go, our little slice. Quickly do a few white dots. Oh! It jumped. We might not use all of these dots, but it's better to be prepared so we can continue without any distraction. Here we go, guys. A little bit more to go. And we are ready to start creating our pile for the extruder. Ta-da! Hi, Karanaya. කොහොමද දැක්කේ නෑව? මම කැමරා සෙට් කරලා තියෙන අනිත් පැත්තට ගානaya. එතකොට පේනවා අඩේ. අඩේ මට පේන්නද? දැන් අපි කරපු project එක ගානaya. So this is yesterday's project, guys. And today we're doing something similar with different colors and different designs. Alrighty, let's get started. So I'm gonna arrange them in a little pile. I'll start with white colors. First, let me put 2-3 dots to begin with. Then there's no particular order. You can arrange your clay colors, little patches. In an order. If you like to follow the sequence, you can follow the sequence. Otherwise, you can just randomly add them as you go. So we keep going, keep going, keep going. Karanaya නිවාඩුද වැඩද කොහමද බ්‍රේක් එකද මොකෝ වෙන්නේ? I'll stop once I finish the darker purple. What else we need here? Alrighty, few more dots. Then the magic happens. If you haven't seen the designs come through the extruder, goodness guys, they're pretty cool. Yeah, coming to the last bit. A few more. Put the dot over here and the dot over there. Dots everywhere. It's a dirty kind of day. Can you remember that nursery rhyme? We used to sing when we were young. Alrighty, I'm gonna finish this with another 1 or 2 words. Done. And let's put this. Is it dots away? And I'm going to give a little wipe on mine. Sorry. Can you give it a little press to have a little dotty cane? Give it a tiny little roll. And press it again. Kind of compressed it so the width has to, able to fit in our extruder. And we are good here. Give it a kind of a little roll. Make sure they all combine well and put that in our extruder. Why are you stuck? Stuck again, come on. Maybe I need to wind it down a little bit more. Yeah, I'm done. So we put that inside, and what I'm gonna do, surely, I'm gonna use the square cutter or square blade. These are the blades available. There we go, that's the one I'm after. So put that on your cap. And close it. We are ready to extrude. But how do I focus it on this way so you can see once it comes out? You can't see any designs yet until we cut that through. So we got to be patient. චුට්ටික් ඉවසලා ඉන්න වෙනවා. මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙන ඩිසයින් එක කොයි වගේද කියලා බලන්න. Alrighty. Here we go. I'm gonna straighten it. cut it. Bring it back this way. And cut here. Straighten the edges. And I'm gonna chop the edges off. Don't throw these big and pieces, guys. You always can save that for your next project. It's a beautiful design. I'll reveal it to you in a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this into half again. As I mentioned to you earlier, I really don't like these measurements. Never get it right. I get it right when I do without measuring. Okay, here we go. See, I told you. Cut this bit off, but I'll save it for later. Right up. I don't want to compress them because I might use them individually. So what we're going to do, I'll give it a little chop here. And I'll show you the designs. Look at that beautiful designs. That's how you get things from extruder. You can mix and match, or you can use individually. They're so pretty. I'll quickly use one of these and press it and show you how that design looks like. See? So cool. Once you line all the designs next to each other, and you get a pretty good clay patch clay cane. Alrighty, most of our clay things are ready, and we'll step into the last preparation step, which is kind of this effect, the spiral effect. So for that one, I'm just going to use only 3 colors, which gonna be the purple. For those 2 purple, what I'll do the skinner blend with those 2 purple. Really don't have to. Yeah, but let's do it. So I'll do the quick skinner blend, the teardrop skinner blend, create a ball and roll only one end, create a skin. Create a ball and a roll on one end. Press it, and put them like this. And give it a little press. Give it a little roll. Add this to the pasta machine if you have one. Otherwise, you can simply roll it. So we got to do this more times on the pasta machine until the colors kind of mix. Let's do this quickly so we don't have to wait long. Let's get in there. Maybe a couple of more times and we're done. Last round. And I'm going to run this to the thinner setting. That's a little bit tricky because of my pasta machine is kind of broken. Yeah. to do it one more time to say that that's better, kind of, yeah. So I need to shrink this one now. What I'm going to do is roll it. Give it a little roll. And push the edges to shrink it. In that way you won't lose the shapes that you already created. It's going to stay like that, but we simply shrink in the clay, okay? And when you're doing it, when you're shrinking, you do it in a pyramid shape. The reason is we can easily put this through the machine again. See how beautifully the colors blend. There's a little air bubble. We're gonna give it a little cut and a tap. Alrighty, my clay is ready for the project. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut the edges. Get a square shape. That's it. And do the same with my blue color. We'll do it quickly. Do a teardrop, and I'm going to do another teardrop with the lighter shade. Press them both. Put them on one end, and this is too big. Like that. Give it a little roll and run this through the pasta machine. Fold it. Run this through the machine a few times, then it will blend properly. Couple of more times. It's getting there, but I'll do one more time. Or maybe a couple of more times. Here we go, it's blended perfectly. So this is kind of the smallest way. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it in a thinner setting. I'm not with the full coverage. So what I'm gonna do, is add this one to cover that bit. So I cut the edges. We did this step before when we are doing the clay stack, but the technique what we're gonna do, the design what we're gonna do with this one is different to the previous one. Save these bit and pieces, guys. Don't throw them away. You can save it for your next projects. Next one is we need white color. So let's do the same. Surely. Yeah, let's do that way. that and chop your edges. Right up. This is ready to, as you can see, there are 3 layers. Now this is ready to roll. What we're going to do is we give it a little roll. Before we roll, I'll roll it on my, to make sure it's on a thin setting where I can roll it properly. Let's roll it now. When you're rolling, just give it a little press, not too much, to make sure there's no air bubbles, it's just attached, layers attached to each other. Wonderful. Here's our clay roll. I'm gonna give it a little roll. And cut the edges. Simply chop them. You can see the little spiral inside. So what we're going to do next, guys, as you remember, if you are watching me from the beginning, we created 4 different patterns using these 3 colors, and this is one and this is one. The other 2, it's resting in the fridge because of the warm weather here in Sydney. This get melt kind of softened so easily, so I put it in the fridge. What I'm going to do, I quickly go grab them and put this in the fridge to harden a little bit. Don't go anywhere, just watch the side clock. Oopsie. Now you can wash it. Stay there. Alrighty, here we go. These are the other 2 designs that we made earlier. Now I'm going to reduce these things and cut it into the pieces that we need for our project. For this one, I need a tiny long leg, kind of a snake, so we're gonna roll it. I'll roll in the middle, then go to the edges. In that way, it's helped to reduce or prevent the distorting. Just roll from in the middle and just go to the edges after. Nice. Roll it to the end. Give it a little chop. little job there as well. So now I'll roll it a little gently to make sure they're all in the similar kind of a width. Rest it. It's ready now. It's time for us to slice this one. Which way I'm gonna slice it? Like this. It's hardened, which is easy when I'm slicing. There's no distorting. It's keep the lines as it is crisp. So pretty. Shall we all double tap the screen, guys? If you are enjoying the video. Oh, no. Save it later. So this one, as you can see, not in the right form, so I'll peel off the extra so I can have kind of the shape that we need for our project. So here we go. Don't throw these bits and pieces, guys. We always can use them between our projects. Maybe this one, yes and no. Alrighty. So these leftovers also you can use for the other projects. Sometimes what I'll do, I don't mix them, I save it as it is. And you can cut and create a different kind of canes using the leftovers. And now it's time for us to assemble all these pieces inside. So we need to wait a couple of minutes until our clay canes get ready. See, this one is so nice. Stripes. It's beautiful, isn't it? Alrighty, I'll quickly grab the ones that we put in the fridge. Let's get them out and start assembling. Wonderful. So before we put them all together, what I need to do is I need to turn this into a kind of oh no, can't you see that? Can you? So it's a round shaped spiral. I like to turn this into a kind of a pyramid. So use your fingers like that and pinch it from the top. Just only the top and press it. Like that. Alrighty, now we are ready to get all these pieces together. Can you see the design looks like It's more the pyramid spiral, triangle spiral. Okay, cut the edges off. Wonderful. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna push this and kind of create a little round again. Turning a square into round is very easy. Simply press the edges, give it a little roll. And reduce that into half kind of thing. You can twist it if you like, but I'll leave it. Let's twist it a little bit. And give it a little roll. I'm happy with the width, so just quickly cut off the edges. Then I'll show you. Kanaya. This is how it looks like, the design. So what we're gonna do the measures. I'm gonna cut this into half and get one of my stripes. And wrap it around like that. Give it a little roll to make sure they all combine. I'm gonna cut this one into the pieces with this width. And same this one. And get one of this. Just assemble them randomly. I'm not sure that you can see me well. If you can't see what I'm doing, let me know, guys. Just layer them randomly. I'm gonna take these things apart and add like this as we go. Just a random designs, guys. And if you like to add little stripes in between, you can still do that. Let me do this bit. There's a little block here. So I do it this way. If you don't like that, to be honest, it's not the same thickness. So what I'll do, I'll use this one. to wrap it all the way around. So you can stop where you want to. Just leave it here like that. And add another triangle here. The design. And a square. And then bring this back. Like this way. So you can be creative, just do what you feel like to do. That's where your creativity kicks up. And this one here. Another stripes I add here. It's a dot here. Just fill in the gaps. Like that. There's a little gap here. What I'm gonna do, just give it a little cut and add that one there. So we have done our cane assemble. Now it's time to reduce this. So reducing the clay is fun, but you got to do it mindfully. So I'll show you how I'm going to reduce this clay. So get your hand like that and put your clay cane like this. I'm not going to cut the excess anyway, it's going to be reducing. So simply press them and press from the front as well. And give it a roll in between. Just give it a press. Make sure there's no air bubbles in between these canes. I'll tell you, this is going to turn out to a beautiful cane once we reduced it. I can see the designs coming together well. So this is how we kind of create this one. But it's using a different technique, different patterns. And here we are using the two shades of blue and white and blue and purple, and add some white as well. Don't roll it too much, it will distort your pattern. Keep the patterns as it is, just simply compress and reduce the cane. Once you enter the point that you could pull your cane, you can start pulling your cane as well. Here we go. A little bit on this end. As you can see, the line is going to stay as it is. That means we haven't twisted. We did a good job in reducing the cane. If these are twisted, your design going to be distorted. There's going to be a design, but not the design that you intended to make. So I give it a little push. Not the push, the pull. Pull it gently and roll it as you go, and roll it gently. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this into half, somewhere here, not half. Wow, that's so cool, but it's so tiny, you can't see much. Here we go. You might not cannot see much on the design because it's so tiny because we reduced the cane. What I'm gonna do next, guys, get my background layer, which I already prepared, and I'm gonna slice my cane. Rotate it when you're slicing so it still keeps the shapes as it is. And just gently arrange them. Give it a press as you go. Don't press too much. You can layer them in the way that you need your designs. If the clay patch is too big, you can cut them into half and add them in between. Like that, just cut that into half. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop here. So when I'm rolling this one, guys, I'm gonna use my baking paper to prevent sticking that onto the surface because our layer is gonna be get thinner. Give it a little roll using your roller. And I'm going to use my, what do you call that? See, leather effect rolling pin. And here we go, guys. Look at that beautiful designs with different, I'm not sure whether it's visible to the camera, but I can see clearly different designs on the clay. It's so beautiful. So you can use this for any kind of jewelry or else beads. Depends on your project, what you want to do. I pass it through the pasta machine just to get the equal kind of a width. I'll run that through. Show you again. See the designs now, it's visible. So pretty. Before I give it a cut, I'll do the little design here and with our cutters. I'm gonna use the teardrop cutter for this one. It's not enough for another two. with this one. Not enough, another 2. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create 2 studs. Maybe here. And while it's there, let's do piecing to make sure. Some people will do the piecing after it's baked. I prefer to do before it bakes. Let me give you a closer look how that looks like. Let's put it in a proper way. Those are the 2 little studs. It's gonna be your earrings, and we're gonna bake it 130 preheat oven for 30 minutes. Pretty cool, isn't it? And what I'm gonna do, I'll show you how I'm create a bead with this one. And again, you can mix and match, guys. Sky is the limit. You can check your creativity, challenge your creativity, do something fun, do something new. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some stripes here. So it's gonna be 2 different designs. Fun and funky. And I'm gonna use this cutter for that. See the design, so beautiful. It didn't cut through properly. Let's give it a proper cut. That's better. With 2 matching earrings, I'll redo this one, to be honest. When I do things, I want to do it right. It's a better, it's like kind of floral design down and stripes up there. Double tap the screen if you like what we're doing here, guys. And what I'm gonna do, I'll show you quickly how we're gonna turn this design into a bead. So let's get our background again. Cut again. Layer it. Use your roller. Give it a good roll. designs combine well. Here we go. Once you get these beautiful designs on your clay, I'm going to use my round cutter, cut some circles in the design that I would like to have them on my bead. Right, here we go. So these bit and pieces you can use as a pillar. So let me see what's in here. Just use this as a pillar. Do a small bead and use your design to layer around. You can mix and match the design the way it has to be. It's up to you. And give it a little roll. And here's your beautiful designed clay bead. So you can do different things using our clay cane that we created today. It's different colors, different stripes, different methods, guys. So check yours and tag me to your creations. I like to come and see how you did yours. And that's for our today's project. If you have any questions, you can put a comment on this video. I'm more than happy to help you with the knowledge that I have. And this is yesterday's project. And this is today's project. I'll see you probably tomorrow or Thursday. Same time, Sydney, 7 to 7:30. Until then, thank you so much for joining with me today. Stay safe, stay happy. I'll see you later. It's me, Bella. Take care.